Kumusta? Welcome to Dash of Spices. Today we are gonna do a product review. This is my first product review. So the product that we're gonna review today is the air fryer. I don't know if you could see that, but air fryer, it's very light. So if you see the unboxing video, we did that like a month ago. So I don't want to do a product review right away if I only use it once. I want to make sure I use it a couple of times before I make my review. So I've been using this many times. I think I made 10 dish already. I made 4 pack of bacons, and I made pork chop because my daughter wants pork chop, and I made French fries. I made a crispy pork belly. I made a baked chicken. I made chicken wings. I also made asparagus. So the good thing about this though is, like with my schedule, so I come home at 6 o'clock at night and my family still want to wait for me sometimes so I can make them dinner. So what I do the night before, I normally marinate a chicken or a meat or something. So all I have to do is throw it in the grill, or my husband could just grill it, or I could just throw it in the skillet. But this one is like basically your oven. You could just let it cook. The good thing about this one is it's air fryer, so you're not using any oil. So if you're trying to fry something, this is the healthiest way and the best way to do it. I cooked the pork chop and the pork chop turns really good. The only downfall so far, last night I tried covering the basket. Let me just remove this. Last night they recommend, if you look at the manual, they recommend also you could use a foil to cover this right here so it's easy cleanup. I did that last night with the pork belly, but what happened, I tried to remove this basket. It got stuck because I guess I didn't secure the foil really good, but that was just me. I don't recommend it wrapping with foil because it got stuck last night, so I wasn't able to remove the basket right away and to drain the oil, because I want to drain the oil from the pork belly. And so I wind up just using this whole thing, and I was just holding it, but be careful holding it because it's hot, because you're using it, and just drain the oil like that. So that was the only downfall, but so far everything is really good. This is a lifesaver for a busy mom, for a working mom. I'm a full-time working mom, so I get home and all I have to do is preheat this for 5 minutes. While it's preheating for 5 minutes, I prepare all the ingredients. I already have the meat thawed out the night before, so it's already ready the next day. So all I have to do is season it, and I just put it right here, and it's smoke. So when you're cooking, the smoke goes in the back side. The smoke goes right here, there. So what I did, so the house don't get smoky, I have this facing this way, because the vent, our air vent is right here. So I have the vent on while this on, so it sucks all the air and you don't have a smoky house. Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to just like the basic functions of this Cosori air fryer. So first you're gonna plug this in, and then it turns on, but it's not really on. It's just telling you that it has a power. It's just like a monitor, your TV. It has blue, but you have to turn it on basically, and that's on. So, and there's a icon already here that are preset already. So you have a shrimp, and that's like a pork, or maybe you could do a steak, and that's a chicken, and there's a fish, and there's a bacon. And also there's a preheat button, and this is also keep warm if you want to keep it warm. But there's also French fries, which I already used and it worked great. You could bake a cake, you could toast, and this is like carrots or potato if you want to bake a potato, or vegetables. I did use a vegetable for asparagus. So I did asparagus, and what I did is I don't want to overcook the asparagus. As you can see from my old videos, I hit the temperature. I keep the temperature in 350, and then, but you gotta push this twice. See, as in the top is temperature, the bottom is time, so you have to push it again twice, and then it's the time. When it's blinking, that means you're changing the time. And I just hit that to minus and I set it to 5 minutes because I was cooking asparagus. And then you just start the button. There you go, and it just start doing it. And you could pause it too. So once it's done, like let's see if your food is done, all you had to do is just push this like that and it stopped. So let's see that you're done with your cooking. Just push that. But please take note to this, because I think this is one of the common mistake, and you guys don't want to burn yourself because there's oil on that below the basket. So do not push this whatsoever. You can hold the handle, but what I normally do when I'm using the air fryer, I don't move it around. I'll keep it right here. If I have to drain the oil, I just take this out like that, drain the oil, and then I use a pot holder and I just drain whatever is oil that is like right here from the meat, and I just pour it in a container. When you are done cooking, as soon as you put this basket, it will turn off. So once you remove all the meat, and if you decided to put this basket back, it'll kick on, but it's on standby mode. So all you have to do is unplug it from the power, and that's it. And now to clean the Cosori Air Fryer, all you have to do first is remove the basket. And what I do here is just I wipe off any excess oil or any oil on that basket. And in this container below this actually sits below the basket, I just pour the oil into a container and then I just throw it in the trash. I do not like to pour the oil into the sink because it will damage your pipe too, so be careful with that. So I'm just wiping off whatever oil, leftover oil on that container. And I'm going to use a hot water to rinse this off. And also I'm using a plastic scrubber, not a metal scrubber, because that could ruin the material of this container. And again, just using a warm water or hot water. You should wear gloves. I can't find my gloves when I was washing this. I just want to demo how I clean the Cosori air fryer. And also the base itself, like the machine itself, I don't rinse that with hot water. I just use a clean cloth or a paper towel and just dump it, pour some water, just make it wet, and just wipe off the outside of the Cosori air fryer itself and the inside, but not that metal thing on the top. I don't use that. I just maybe wipe off a little bit with the sponge, but gently. I do more cleaning in with the basket and the container, because that's where we used to cook. This is the materials, these are the parts of the air fryer that you get to use all the time, that you put the meat and everything. So this is the one that needs to be cleaned all the time. And again, just using hot water, let it run through the basket and just let it air dry. And that's it, guys. It's really easy cleanup, and I like using my air fryer, and I hope you get one for yourself, and I know you're gonna love it. There you go. That's how I clean my Cosori air fryer. I recommend getting this. This is a very healthy way, especially if your kids or your family like crispy food. This is the healthiest way to go. And so far, so good. I made 10 dishes, and so far they all turn out good. They all turn out delicious. There's a lot of air fryer out there. This is the only brand this is the first brand that I bought, and so far so good. So I would say yes to this brand, but maybe if I could use another brand after maybe a couple of use, maybe I will do a review too. But air fryer too is a little bit expensive, so I don't know if I could afford multiple air fryers just to do a review. But anyways, Cosori so far is good. Definitely get an air fryer. It's the healthy way to fry food. No oil whatsoever, and it's easy to clean up. It's a life changer. It changes everything, the way I cook. And I normally is out of olive oil like within 2 weeks, but since I have this, I'm not wasting too much oil. So again, guys, I hope you like this video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions about this air fryer, at first I did had a hard time using it. I recommend reading a manual. Again, guys, thanks for watching Dash of Spices. Till next time, I hope to see you again. Thank you. Ciao.